Hi. It is slightly cooling down again, which means I can finally stream. I am usually as white as this model is, okay? But I do tan incredibly quickly in parts of my body. Like, parts of my body are like, you're freckled, you won't tan. Other parts are sun reflective, looking at you, my calves. And then there are, like, the freckle part is my face. The reflective part is my calves, and only my calves. My feet will get brown. My feet will tan. However, my calves, nah, bro. They will stay titanium white. My face will stay pretty bright, because I have freckles, and instead I, get sun tattoos, which I love my freckles, so that's fine, but I do burn easily on my nose. I burn easily on top of my shoulders and on top of my back. The rest of my body that is not my face specifically, and my calf specifically, tans upon slightest contact with natural light. I've started to tan. I'm just usually titanium white. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't hate it, but I'm goth. And my current skin color does still fit the aesthetic. Don't get me wrong, skin color doesn't matter for being goth or not, and also doesn't matter for having a gothic aesthetic or not. But it makes me have like a different ideal tone to go with it in clothing. Right? The moment I tan, I go better, like I feel like I do better with warm tones. I do not have a lot of warm blacks. Anyway, first world problems. It's not actually a problem. I just had to rant about it for a second. But that's just about me personally. I do not judge others nearly as strongly as myself. I don't judge them at all. You wear what you want to wear. If you feel good in it, you will look good in it. Because clothing is not made for a body type or color. It is made to fucking wear it. It's also not gendered. If you stop gendering clothing, please, why the fuck are you doing that? Anyway, hi everybody. Appreciate you being in here. Please check out YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and or Facebook. I want to survive and I like Scottish people. Now that we got that out of the way, again, I know you've heard it again and again already. Please check out YouTube. Please check out TikTok, Instagram, or if you're that special, check out Facebook. You know, if you want to send it to your mom, check out Facebook. Make her follow me. We've passed 1K on YouTube. Thanks to Shorts. I am so grateful for that. I honestly didn't expect to pass the 1K this year. We passed the 1K on TikTok. Let it continue to grow. And we've got 6 people on Facebook. I literally have been struggling the entire fucking day. That's why I'm so fucking late. And that's why it will be yet another short stream. But we will do something fun today. And we are going to play a game that Morphman made. Yay! Our fellow small Morphman, my editor, has made a game for a game jam. Has actually gotten honorable mentions for sound design. And we're going to play it together. And I'm going to tell him right now, right here, and later, obviously, when I send him this VOD, that this VOD is to be edited as soon as possible. I'm gonna push that in between everything because this is important, this is cool. And Morphman, wanna tell us a little bit about the game? From the developer? I expect you to insert yourself into the video right now.
Hi, I'm Morphman86, the ghost that lives in your house. You used to see me like this, but today I thought I'd manifest to you for a moment to tell you about Troglotopia. I had a month to spare and had just seen the showcase for gamejam 9. Hyper Game Dev, who runs the Jam series, told me the next jam starts in July, and I immediately signed up. Gamejam is a month-long game jam about like games. You know, roguelike, souls-like, and all of that. Except this is for any game. The theme is the original game, and it is always a classic, like Pac-Man or Wolfenstein. The challenge is to figure out what makes the original game that game, and implement those features in your own game. We're making a game that is like the original, but isn't just a clone. It had always been rather simple games by today's standard. So imagine our collective surprise when the theme for Game Like Jam 10 was Minecraft Classic. We were given some ideas, but none of the features were set in stone. Figuring out what makes Minecraft Classic, specifically Minecraft Classic, was part of the challenge. Before the reveal, I was convinced that we were getting lemmings, so I had already crafted a story for the game. I wanted it to be about the player descending into a cave system to find remnants of pre-human ancestors. I based it on the now outdated beliefs that humanity started as cave-dwelling ape-like creatures called troglodytes. So the idea of Troglotopia was already there from the start. I had the full story written down, but the implementation would need to change drastically to fit a much more complex world. I started by identifying the main features. I came up with a voxel-based cubic world with procedural generation, chunk management, and low-resolution textures. I originally wanted to include breaking and placing of blocks, but I could not find a way to implement this with the tunnel crawler I ended up making. I spent the first week learning how Minecraft implements its voxel system, and how this could be redone in Godot. Once I had that down, I changed the procedural world generator for prefabricated tunnel sections that I could piece together in a sequence. It took another week to get that to work as I wanted to, but once that was done, I had tunnels that could be created with the maze generator I built. Each level is a new maze, and the next level will only generate once the player has completed the current level. It then removes the previous level completely as to not overload the user system. And there we have voxels, cubes, procedural generation, and chunk management, and very low resolution textures. I then spent a few days on graphics, crafting the story in the form of the tablets that players can find on each level. I wanted the story to be told in pictures instead of words, but I quickly realized words might be necessary for the player to understand the story, mostly because my drawing skills leave a lot to be desired. I had been outdone by cave drawings. With a week and a half left, I felt the pressure. The game looked really bad, and I could not figure out how to introduce a threat to the player. I hid most of the bad looks with low visibility, and that makes sense in a cave. But it would be so boring to just run around tunnels. It needed a thrilling element. I decided to spend the remaining time doing something I know how to do, sound design. I decided to play scary noises through a set of filters. The sound has a physical source in the game, though it's invisible, and it moves around the level. Depending on several factors, including the distance to the source and how the player moves, the sound will change. Believe it or not, but there are only 8 scary sounds in this game. After some playtests, I found out the player needed a way to figure out how to play the game. That's how the idea of the notes came about. The diary pages and random scribbles you find around the world tell the story of the adventurer from 1702 who went through the caves before you. But it also explains the game mechanics to the player without touching on the story of Troglotopia. This was important to me because I also noticed in testing that players made up their own story for what happened. Like an archaeologist who finds evidence of history, the player pieced together a narrative for themselves. I wrote the story down before I even knew the game I was making. That story is what happened, but the story you make is the story being told. So grab your climbing gear, get up on that mountain, and descend into the caves. Perhaps you'll be the one to find Troglotopia.
Charles Darwin first gave us the idea. Carl von Linneus first gave them the name, the Troglodytes, the people who came before humans. It has long been believed they were crude cave dwellers with no tools and no societal structures. Such inventions are reserved for us Homo sapiens, after all. But I have found traces of rumors and evidence that this belief may be wrong. The whispers in the wind tell us about a cave entrance high on Mount Kilimanjaro, right at the birthplace of humanity, that will lead into an ancient city built by the Troglodytes. They call it Troglotopia, and I have found the cave entrance. So, that is the premise, and we're going to enjoy this. We're going to enjoy this. We'll see some controls. E for interact, space for drop pebble, control for zoom, enter is pause and options, because this is also an in-browser game as well. I just downloaded the exe and played it on the computer so I could properly capture it. You know? I didn't realize that was turning. Why did that not turn before? The logo started turning! What is happening? Title turns! Speed! I've never played this on the PC, by the way. It is an in-browser game. That's why we have enter for these things. If you're on YouTube, the link's in the description, and I hope I remember to like put everything about the game in the description. The entire readme. Okay. This is what we're working with. There is a scary sound volume. I am very, very happy about that. Can you hear it now, Mr. Krabs? I think we came from there, actually. I've never... I think we came from there. At last, the entrance. Troglotopia. I am certain of it. These tablets I found nearby, marked with crude paintings, are no mere decoration. They must be the key. Why else would they be left at the threshold? I shall carry them deeper and trust. They speak when the time comes. Okay, that was from like 3rd April 1702. So somebody came before us. I don't have another path? Okay, good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go left for everything. Yeah, I'm gonna go left first. This looks like a maze. I am a professional at navigating mazes. You stick to one side and eventually, ta-da! We hunt beast. That was very loud, I think. I think the game's very loud right now. Sorry. We hunt beast. Feels a little bit like me want bite. Me want bite. Me want plant corn dog delight. Me want deep fry. Me think water Twinkie nice. Oh, we have 2. First came beasts. The artwork is magnificent. They're plopping into each other a little bit. I do know that these are random, by the way. Like, they pop up on random places in random orders, so that's cool. I would say the artwork is very fitting. I mean, these are pre-Homo Sapiens. I think that's very fitting. So we hunt beast. First came beasts, and we lived in cave. Okay. I appreciate the translation of the visuals there, just in case. I'm just gonna go everywhere. Holy shit, this is big. That's what she said. Oh. Tablet placement, I would assume. Slot 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The altar stands before me. 4 slots good for 4 near identical tablets. I placed them in haste. Nothing. No tremor, no light. So order must matter. Tomorrow I try again, or I leave this cave with more questions. I don't think you can leave, because you kind of had to, like... There was a hole on top of us, and it didn't seem to be a different way, so I don't think you can leave. Like, the only way is forward for us. Okay, so I do assume that just means we have to put them in the right order. I'm gonna keep them for now. We need 4 tablets, so that's as much as I know. So I potentially don't have to see the entire maze. I only have to go far enough to find all the tablets, which I already know are in random spots in the maze, like in random rooms. Oh, we're lucky. Nice. What do we have here? We saw them. I assume that is them, because that is a tree, but at the same time they're holding hands with the tree. They're kind of dancing. That's cute. Okay, so now we go right, because we did go left before, and if we go right constantly, we should get back to where we were before. That's my home. Yep, there we go. I'm so good. I am so good at mazes. Ha! Okay, I guess first came beasts. We hunt beasts. We lived in cave. We saw them. Oh, I can't take that out. That must be right then. Okay. Oh, I can't take that one out either. So that must be right as well. I do like that. So I would say first came beasts. We live in cave. Seems to stick to the altar. It says that. Oh, cool. I didn't notice that. Cool. And we hunt beast. We're so fucked. Okay, so the story is first came beasts. Cool beast. We live in cave. We hunt beast. And then we saw them. So they kind of met whoever them is during a hunt. I see a thing there. I can't click it on it from here. I guess I gotta go down. I hope you're not afraid of falling. Ah! Yeah, there's no fucking way up. There's only for wood, chat. There's only for wood. Okay, so what do we have? We have one path there, and we're in the middle. I have surmised that the tablets tell the story of the previous inhabitants of this cave. I cannot return the way I arrived. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Unless you brought tools. My only hope is that this godforsaken trap leads to another exit. I'm running low on food. Honestly, I feel that I was running low on food earlier as well. I am getting kind of hungry now that I think about it. Not good. That's fine though. Game's making me hungry. I think we're gonna go left first as well. I assume we need tablets again. Okay then. I assume we need tablets again. This is a dud. Let the story unfold. I want to know who them is. I want to know who they are. Oh, okay. We found the tablet. Good to know. I no longer care for my own survival. The only thing that matters now is the story. I have to know where the story ends. My timekeeper is broken. I do not know how many days since my last meal. I love how it says 14th of April 1702 question marks up there. They don't know how much time has passed. And I mean 1702, it does make sense then to say timekeeper, right? Gaming Bell says, unless you brought basic investigative equipment. Yeah, I don't think we did, because we can't go up either. Okay, we have 4 slots again. Good. Continue left for now. Just, you know, pick a side, stick to it. That's how you handle any labyrinth, actually. The music does do well though. Like it's very quiet, but whenever it pops up, it does a thing. That's all already. Okay, that's the entire side of that. Good to know. Oh. They were violent. Oh shit. I hope they're not still here. I wonder if this was like, if this was procedurally, is that how you, oh shit, what's happening? Is that how you pronounce that? Procedurally generated? That thing. I know what I mean, but I wonder if that's like involved. Procedural generation definitely helps with like placements and like randomized placements and replayability, because then you don't know where to fucking go. Like I can tell you the first time that I just played this for a couple of minutes and I just looked through level 1, like the one that we were in before we plopped it down, I will assume that this is level 2. It was definitely different, so that would be a cool use, definitely. See, since I liked it more, say this was a horror game, because it seems like one. It does seem kind of horror-ish. It is uploaded in the adventure tab on itch.io, but I would assume, like, I personally think it's like a puzzle adventure-ish thing with definitely a horror type of feel to it. It's very cool, though. They kill us. That is not what I want to hear or read. Also, are they shooting or is that a pickaxe? We befriend them. Was that before or after the killing? They fight us. That sucks. Okay, we have 4. We can go back. I will just go back. I'll just go back. I do not know what I might or might not accidentally find in these halls. For a second, I thought there was something up there. Oh gosh. I don't know what I will find in these holes, and I am not too keen to figure that out. Where was the thing? Shit, I don't know where the thing was. It was definitely on this. Ah, good. Oof. Okay. I would assume they tried to befriend them first, so we befriend them. Seems to stick to the altar. Good. They were violent, I would assume. Yeah, okay, good. They fight us. They kill us. Whoever they are, I, A, don't want to meet them, and B, don't think the Troglodytes survived that. I don't know. I have like a little bit of goosebumps, actually. Okay, I guess we go down. Whee! Yippee! Where's my note? Where's my note? Why do I not have a note? Shit, I came down and there's no note. Did he not get this far? Did our predecessor die before he came this far down? Shit. I am worried about this noise. Is it happening more often? Am I just imagining things? Sounds like humans definitely don't want to meet them. Yeah, imagine that's why those were the first, like, sapiens. Who knows? I'm just gonna stick with right for now. I feel like the sound design is happening more frequent. This is a dud. Oh, that sucks ass. This is a dud. Okay. And there's no note. I don't know what that means. Did he die? New food. Okay. New food. Is that them talking or is that the Troglodytes talking? I don't wanna panic. Like, I don't wanna worry anybody. Still so scared that something might pop up there. But is that the Troglodytes talking or is that them talking? Because I don't know who they are and I kind of don't like them. Oh. New life. Okay. Cave sealed. Oh, so they might have survived. And then we opened up the cave again. That is this cave, probably. This cave was sealed. This cave. Also, I say we're going right, and I think I was going left. 10 of 10. I am very good with my directions. Built in cave. Oh. Okay, we haven't really gotten another note, have we? Also, this is elaborate as fuck. I mean, we have these mechanisms. So now we got new food, new life, cave sealed, bidden cave. So I assume they found a way to survive. Like, they retreated. And whatever they were was kept outside of the cave. So that might have actually what we became, right? I don't know for sure. But that might be actually what became of, like, what ended up then being the current Homo sapiens, right? I know. Seems as bad it's humans. It could be, right? Poor troglodytes. It sounds like humans, definitely don't want to meet them. Turns out we were violent monsters all along. Ooh, yeah, I like that plot twist though, if that's the case. Hi Morphman, welcome in! Yes, we're playing your game! Heck yeah! Hi! Glad to see you! You were in fact going left out of 10? Yeah. Yeah, I'm you know what else left? My sense of direction. Morphin says space to drop pebbles to mark where you've been. Oh my gosh. I can make it! I can make a tower? I can make a tower. They're bouncy, I like that. Look how bouncy. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh? Oh, how can I stack them? How tall can I make this tower? Ooh, 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 ooh. Calm your titties, tower. Calm your titties. Calm. Calm. It starts springing up and down whenever I add another one. Oh, fuck, that was one too many. That's a cool thing. I didn't know I could drop pebbles. One says TTP has not been established yet. Oh, what do you mean with TTP? What is TTP in this context right now? So he says, hey dad, you can make art. What's the TTP? Close enough, I guess. This is actually hard to do. Or it says 16 days, 2 hours, and 28 minutes seems to be the TTP. Damn. Damn. Oh. We found it. There is another diary entry. I was worried our guy died. I'm just gonna assume it's a guy. Troglotopia is real. I knew it. Just need to push past this hunger. One more tablet, one more door, and I shall reach freedom. I hope the troglodytes are friendly enough to share some food. If there's... Bro, do you think they're still alive? I mean, it does say new food, though, so maybe you'll find the food yourself. Okay, I think we start with cave sealed. Nothing happens. Okay. Building cave? Okay, building cave. New food? New life? Okay, so you kind of survived in a cave without sealing it, so why did you seal it then? Cave sealed. Well done. Okay. So they got killed in droves, I assume. They kind of went into the cave, probably retreated, to restart. They built in cave. They built more stuff. Apparently, lots of stuff. They found a new food source, which seems like mushrooms. Hopefully not magic. They bred again. So, got children. Created a new life. And then they sealed the cave? Were they still inside when they sealed it? I don't know. Guy is gender neutral now? Yeah, let's just assume guy is gender neutral. Simon says our guy could be delirious from hunger. Yeah, I honestly also like, but the tablets, the story is definitely interesting. Who said they're the ones who sealed it? True, maybe whatever attacked them, whatever attacked the troglodytes sealed the cave. But is that with us in the cave? I don't know. Oh. More diary. Whee! Blast it all to hell! I got through the door and was only met with more tunnels. I'm so hungry. Though I have not yet lost hope. Bro, you are losing it. You're losing something. I know if you're losing hope, but you're losing something. I always think there is something like just looking at me from up there. I just expect it. I expect that. Like the vibe of this game is definitely good. I do understand why you got an honorable mention for sound design, Morphman. The vibe's there. The vibe's there. We're gonna stay left, chat. We're gonna stay left. I remember that this was left now. There's a dud. See, there's a dot. There's a dud. The rock one is a cool thing. The rock is a cool idea. I didn't know that though. Is that like in the drop pebble? It does say drop pebble. I kind of just ignored it. They kill us still. Oh, holy shit. So they went in after you into the sealed cave? Oh shit, what's happening? Don't crash on me, game. What was this? No, you're so close. There's no save. But if you want to literally fly through the levels you've done so far, there's a secret developer command. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so... Alright. And now it's the blast it all to hell. I got through the door and was only met with more tunnels. I'm so hungry, though I have not yet lost hope. Wait, is that... Holy shit, we're in the center. I still think there might be something up there. Okay. Back into the game. We're back where we left off. We're good now. Thank you, Morphman. Four-way start room, that's incredibly rare. Yo, this is rare, chat. Woo! Okay, we're gonna use this, and then we're gonna go left from there. I don't need pebbles, Morphman. I am so good at these things. Troglotopia Falls. That's not the first thing that I wanted to see. That, they kill us still. We did see they kill us still. Troglotopia Falls. So that sucks for us, I think. Whatever we're doing is not gonna end well. Troglotopia Falls. Well, then again, I hope we didn't expect anything to still be alive. Let's be honest. Like, we'll just... I hope there will be a way out, though. I am last of my kind. Yo! Okay. They came to cave. Yeah, that guy is not alive, or woman. Though if it was a female troglodyte, there could be a possibility that there were children, but then there needed to be like at least another gene pool. So this sucks. Nobody will be alive to where we're going, I think. Okay, they came to cave, I assume? Yeah, they kill us still. That sucks ass. Troglotopia Falls. I am the last of my kind. I don't like that. Why is that so dark? Why is that so dark? I don't like that. Well, here I go, I guess. Wakanda! Yo, cutscene! Hi, Jellicray. Welcome in, friend. Cutscene! Oh, fucking hell. With the sound itself? With the sound, you actually got me! For fuck's sake, we found the last troglodyte, do you? Oh, made for a game like Jam 10, hosted by Hyper Game Dev _ and made by yours truly, Morphman86, a fellow small, and my first ever long form video editor. Appreciate ya. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making the game, Morphman. That is very cool. I hate that last one got me though. I think that's due to your sound design. Your sound design was very, very, very good for this. There was not a lot of sound, and the sound that you could hear was uncomfortable. I also like that the name just does something. Like we had a spin before, now it's just kind of doing that thing. It's funny. Oh, for fuck's sake, you got me. You scared me. Only jump scare in the game so far. I did, like, honestly, I do like it if there's, like, this mood in the game that just constantly makes you worry if something is behind you, but there's nothing. And then it has, like, one jump scare in the end. I think that's why it got me, despite it not really being a jumpy jump scare and only in sound. Because my nerves were already like kind of in a very scare ready state because of the sound, and I constantly expected something to like either peek out when looking up. That would be a cool addition, by the way, if you drop down into the next level, peek up, and then something peeks at you for a second. That would be a cool thing. Like, it doesn't have to have sound. Like, no sound. It's just there, you know? Everyone says, I think that title is broken. It's not supposed to tilt that far. I am breaking the game, yes! Everyone says, we got plans if I continue the game. Like, shadows in the distance and things like that. Heck yeah. Heck fucking yeah. Yeah, the title is going wild. I don't know what's happening with the title. The title's just, don't mind the title. According to the dev, the title is broken. It's not a huge, it's not a huge build-up story-wise, right? It's not like a very intense story, but I would say it has like all the pointers it needs to be interesting. And I do appreciate that. I'm a sucker for an interesting story, even if it's like a small story. I can make it big, right? That's fine. Also, let it be seen. This is the game jam that was made for. The winners are above. Most creative twist on the original is Nana. I haven't played that, but it looks very cool logo-wise. Overall winner is Voxel Kingdom. Most like the original's Pig Block. That does look very typical. Completeness is Urbex 9 Levels of Torment. That is a fucking amazing title. For artistry, like those are the honorable mentions already. Artistry, the Rockhound Warden. That does look interesting art-wise. And in sound design, yours truly, Morphman 86 with Troglotopia. And honestly, deserved. Deserved. Good honorable mention. Deserve. So yeah, feel free to check them all out if you want, chat. Now you got the names. They're most likely all on itch.io. And I am going to give you the link to Troglotopia if you want to send that to a friend. Have them be scared as well. Play it yourself. See how fast you can get through. Did you, Morphman, did you answer my question about like the generation of those levels? Okay, but technically you answered. Like, always the bottom floor generates the next level when you complete an altar. That's cool, though. Oren says the level generation is based on 3 different path generators. There's no way of cheating the next level because the game doesn't even know how it will look. That's why I couldn't add the dev cheat to skip levels. That makes sense then. Okay. That's cool, though. Yeah, again, it made me think of procedure. Now I can't speak anymore. Procedural generation. That. And I thought you went that way. I don't know if that is that way, though. I gifted one of my loves a book in depth about it that was written by one of the people that made the fun Dwarf Fortress game. But I haven't read that book. Like, I gifted it to him for Christmas because I knew he would like. Gamebell says, oh, when messing around with the pebbles, the spooky sound picked up. Was that intended? Yeah, true. I did notice that as well. I was very, very honed in on the pebbles, though. Morphin says the sticky tablets were implemented this morning. Too many players got stuck on the first level. That was a good implementation then. That was a very good implementation. That will fix it, yes. Though I think one can find it out without it, but I don't think that's an implementation that takes away from the game, so that's a good choice. That was a very good choice. Morphin says the sound is semi-random. It plays from a random tile with a random pitch and volume. Oh, that's cool though. Has a few effects and Doppler tracking with the camera. That's why no two sounds are the same, despite only being like 8 sound files. That is very cool. That's a very good choice. See, there's so much that goes into the sound design of this game still. That's so cool. It says my 3rd jam game, but by far the highest quality so far. Good job, Dan. Holy shit. Good job. Honestly, good job. I liked it. I didn't intend to stream this late, but that was very, very fun. And it was the right thing to do right now. Ron says, we'll see when I get time, save energy for another jam. Spooky one in the same series starting next month, though. If anyone else wants to jam. Yo. Let's make a spooky one together. I would like to jam, but I am unable to. I am unable to can on my own. I mean, it makes sense. Next month, September, then you would have a spooky game for October. How long do you always have time during these jams? Ron says this series is 1 month, others are 3 days, some are a week or 2. Oh, that's fun though. Thank you for being heckin' amazing. Thank you for making my day every time you show up in this chat. And don't worry, if you don't show up one time, but you happen to show up the next time, you'll still make me just as happy. So I hope to see you again. Bye-bye! Don't forget to drink enough. Bye-bye!
Hey, it's me again, Ilfa. Thank you for watching my videos, no matter if it's old or new content. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell too. And thank you for the Ko-fi supporters of our Smallunity that made this video happen. And especially our Big Smalls, Mighty Slime, Steel, and Zelix. See you next time. Bye-bye!